Amado is playing a bigger game with Kawaki's karma. That's what I have been saying from the past 1 year, and the recent chapters have officially dropped some solid hints about it. With all the information we have right now about the old scientist, we will try to figure out his true master plan and how it could have ended up in the Konoha destruction from the future. So subscribe for more Boruto stuff and let's begin. In chapter 70, Amado makes it clear that he can't risk Kawaki's life yet another time, and it would be better for Konoha to let Boruto and Kawaki get stronger before facing off enemies like Code. He even says that if he were in Shikamaru's shoes, he would have wanted Kawaki to die along with Code because of the nuisance he has turned into due to his otsutsuki powers. I think this statement was used by the old scientist to make Shikamaru believe that he wasn't up to anything. In the same chapter, even Sumire said that there is some personal gain of Amado through Kawaki's karma. This mad obsession of the old scientist over Kawaki has become one of the greatest mysteries in Boruto. There ain't no way for Amado to let himself or his ambition die by the hands of Code or Konoha. To understand what he's actually aiming by being so protective about Kawaki, we need to look back at the time when Amado worked under Jigen and helped him to find a perfect vessel. After taking the lives of hundreds of children, only Kawaki and Code survived the karma experiment, where Kawaki became the perfect vessel of Ishiki while Code turned out to be an imperfect vessel with the white karma. Even though he failed to get the karma engraved on him, Code was granted a horrendous power that even frightened Jigen, and to make him stay inferior to Jigen, he was modified with power limiters which stopped him from reaching his full potential. Kawaki on the other hand was the real deal for Ishiki. Now let's move to the part where things start to hype up. Jigen once told Amado that he will get his wish granted, so he needs not to worry, and by the looks of Amado and the game that he played afterwards, it seems like he already knew about it. I believe when Jigen first met Amado, he must have told him everything from the otsutsukis to his wish granting ability that can do miracles for the old scientist. But deep down, Amado knew that a monstrous personality like Jigen cannot be trusted. Soon after, when the concept of the karma was revealed to him, he quickly came to the conclusion that a human like Kawaki would be easier to deal with than an ambitious monster. So he crafted the entire defeat of Ishiki Otsutsuki, from crashing the plane to let Kawaki free, to embedding the weapon karma on him after Ishiki's death. All of it was done to get his hands on the ability of Ishiki Otsutsuki, which grants the wishes of people. This proves that how smart Amado really is, but there was one thing that he totally missed, and that is the existence of the cyborg siblings. That was shocking enough to give him chills. But the way the plot has went so far, I think he will be saved by Kawaki since he wants to pay him back for the karma implantation which recently saved the lives of Naoto and the others. The strategy Amado used to manipulate Kawaki into getting the new karma is pretty impressive. Furthermore, the karma that he considered a curse became a vital need to him, and upon getting it erased from his body, the lack of power made him feel helpless. Later, the karma was implanted back on him, but it only activated when he was fully willing to activate it. The new karma even granted the Dharma gun to Kawaki, which is said to be the key behind Ishiki's wish granting ability. So if this theory is falling in place, let's figure out what Amado's wish could be and how he will manipulate Kawaki in granting it. The story of Boruto shall transcend into the time skip sooner or later, where the village has been destroyed and the Hokage has been sent somewhere. I have previously discussed theories such as Naoto getting killed and Kawaki putting the blame on himself, or Naoto being in another dimension as Kawaki ends the era of shinobis on Earth. But what if the plan of Amado has something to do with the secret genjutsu of the Dharma gun, which fulfills the wishes of people by sending them to a dreamlike state just like the infinite Tsukuyomi? The reason I think this is because it was explained by Code that when the Ten Tails is extracted on a planet, the only way to save yourself is by going to another dimension. But at the same time, Jigen had told Amado that he will definitely get his wish granted. The main motive of Jigen Kamishiki was to extract the Ten Tails on Earth, and the only way Amado could get his wish granted was by the means of fleeing to another dimension. If we assume Amado's wish is to get his daughter or family back to life, it won't make sense for him to get them back in a totally new dimension without fellow humans. So the perfect wish for Amado could be to get himself sent to that infinite Tsukuyomi-like state, where he could get free from all the suffering and misery of this world. Maybe after learning this ability of his Dharma Eye, Kawaki uses this genjutsu on everyone, including Naoto in his new dimension. Chances are Boruto will be unaffected by this wish-granting ability of the Dharma gun, since he is an otsutsuki. The only flaw in this theory is that it could make the plot a bit repetitive if we compare it to Naoto Shippuden. So let's take a look at two more theories about Amado's master plan, and the second one will totally blow your mind. The first theory points out a vital detail from Amado's past regarding the death of his daughter, which could have happened amid some shinobi conflict and his will to avenge her death. This explains why Kawaki wants to end the era of shinobis, as he has been madly manipulated by Amado. The reason that will drive Kawaki so wild against the shinobi regime has been discussed in my previous video, so don't forget to check it out. In a nutshell, Code harms Naoto in a brutal way, which forces Kawaki to send him to a dimension where time doesn't flow to stop him from dying. This in turn reveals the true power of Kawaki's karma and how superior he is to code. Kawaki would blame himself for everything that happened with Naruto, and to avenge the death of his godfather, he would eventually go out of line to destroy the system that Naruto kept following his whole life. The second theory talks about the reveal of the god of Hidan, Jashin Otsutsuki, and how Amado could be working for him. I recently watched a video by TeeBry Sensei in which he has come up with a mind-blowing theory explaining the connection between Demon, Amado, Hidan and the Shinobi clan. So what if Amado is also a follower of Jashin just like Hidan and he wants to revive him somehow through Kawaki's karma? This would explain why he's so obsessed with Kawaki, and maybe the karma weapon he has given him is just a temporary decoy and the real karma seal of Jashin Otsutsuki will soon appear on Kawaki's body. But saying that Amado was influenced by the teachings of Jashin which made him become his worshipper could be a bit far-fetched, but as we got to know a lot more about Kaguya's story in Boruto, there is definitely a huge possibility for the legacy of Jashin to be brought back as well. I recently discussed the theory of Kawaki following Obito's footsteps along with the Otsutsuki progress of Aida and Demon, so check them out and subscribe for more Boruto stuff.